What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Prizepicks NFL player props video. Coming off a video last time out where we went 2-0, rocking with the over A.J. Brown receiving yards over Mike Evans targets. Talked about how I really like that A.J. Brown prop with the matchup against that Tampa Bay secondary. Hadn't really gotten it going the week before. His average depth of target looks fantastic, though, and Jalen Hurts and him had a little bit of a conversation on the sideline. I expected them to get him involved early and often. Went just according to plan, and then talked about the Mike Evans receiving targets. I really like that prop just based on the fact the guy was getting over, he was getting 9 targets a game. Line's simply too low, in my opinion. Baker Mayfield's really been targeting him a lot since coming over to Tampa. Both of those plays went according to plan, so we are currently on a 2-0 run, guys. Looking to keep it going on this one. For those of you that are new to the channel, anytime that you see that we are on a run, it means that we are hitting at above a 65% hit rate for that sport and that app that I am covering in that video. The reason that I do that is because if you're hitting at a 65% hit rate or higher, you're going to get a really solid return on investment on your money if you're playing two-mans, being that I provide 2 picks on the channel for free. Want to make sure that you're profiting if you're using these picks. It is more optimal to run picks in 5- and 6-man flexes, though, which is what I would preach, what I teach in the VIP member package. But for the sake of these videos, we got to keep that hit percentage above 65% to provide you guys with some value. Hopefully you listened last time. Hopefully you cash in. And if you enjoy the content, guys, would be really appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. This is the last NFL video that I uploaded. Over 5,000 people watched that. 74.7% of people are not subscribed. I don't know why. Just gave you guys 2 winners. Hit that subscribe button. Really does go a long way. And I'm going to continue to provide you guys with this content for free. Hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button is free. I'm going to keep pumping out this content for free, trying to give you guys as much value as possible. There are certain things in these videos that I just can simply not cover. It takes, a lot of the best value, guys, and it's something I'm going to discuss throughout this video. It doesn't last forever. If you're getting really good value on these player props apps, it's there and it's gone in the blink of an eye. Like, they are getting so good at adjusting these lines, taking them down, etc. If you want to get the best value, I would highly recommend you get my VIP member package. I'm going to give you guys 2 picks in this video today. I have a feeling one or both of these picks might get taken off the board, but I gave out 3 picks in my premium already. One of the picks already got taken off the board. So I'm going to be giving you guys 2 more in this one. Hopefully you can get them in before they get taken off the board. If they get bumped, I can't control that, guys. That is why I provide the VIP member package. Try to give you guys as much content as I can for free here, but by the time you watch, the props might be gone, they might be bumped. I can't control that. I'm trying to give you guys good value, but these apps are just getting better and better at it. So if you're really looking to step up your game, click that link down below in the description. I'll also leave it a comment, and you can get the VIP member package to get all access to all my tickets, all my value alerts, my VIP play of the day, etc. as soon as I announce it. Let's get into the picks. Got 2 for you guys in this one, and let's go ahead and break it down. Looking at the game environment tonight, we have a 45.5 over-under. It is a 1.5 point spread in favor of the Detroit Lions, so it is expected to close, expected to be a decently scoring game, but nothing crazy. 23.5 implied total for the Lions, 22 implied total for the Green Bay Packers. And this is a video where it's going to be a little bit different than the last one with the breakdown of the average up the target, etc. We talked about the receiving targets prop in that one, which is a little bit of a different prop that didn't really need to have any, true stats. It's just we needed Baker Mayfield to throw the ball Mike Evans' way. Kind of a similar video in this one, I suppose. We're going to be talking about a kicker prop. And we'll kick things off with my favorite pick on the entire slate first. I already dropped this in the VIP member package, as a matter of fact. It's my play of the day. Anders Carlson under 1.5 field goals made. And this prop is one that has had some serious juice climbing. We'll look at the 2 field goal grades for these 2 kickers. We'll start with Anders Carlson on Green Bay. 72 kicker grade. Now, on the season, he is 3 for 3 for field goals, which you might go, that's great. But we are now through 3 games. He has only attempted 3 field goals. He has been perfect on those field goals, but that tells me the offense is just simply not getting down the field, not really moving the ball that well, and or they're just not settling for field goals. Going forward on 4th down in the red zone, all that fun stuff. Anders Carlson, 3 for 3. We don't have any really historical data on him as far as how good his leg has been because he is a rookie, so, still very early in his career here in regards to how good of a kicker he's been. But, like I said, really small sample size. We're only looking at 3 field goals over 3 weeks. So, simply put, the Green Bay Packers just have not been kicking field goals, however you want to call it. And we are looking at some seriously good value on this Anders Carlson prop. Like I said, he's my favorite play on the entire board. And I'll tell you exactly why right now. So up on the screen right now, I have the OddsJam Sportsbook screen. For those of you that are not familiar with OddsJam, partner on the channel, going to be featuring them in some of the content, explaining exactly why I'm really starting to like this Sportsbook screens tool. Anders Carlson, we just talked about it. This is going to pull in all the data for all the sports books. I currently have 171 sports books loaded in. We can go ahead and refresh it as well on the screen. It's going to pull in all the fresh data. I do have the player field goals made prop pulled in. And for Anders Carlson, we're looking at some serious juice on the under across all these sports books. Like you can look at individual sports books. We got DraftKings, BetMGM up, Barstool. It's going to show you the Prizepicks odds of calculating all this, 10bet, Bet99. But just looking across the board at Anders Carlson's juice on the under 1.5 field goals, there's some serious value to be had. He's minus 175 on the under on BetMGM, minus 145 on DraftKings, minus 175 on Bet99. You're looking at Botano, minus 161. Caesars Sportsbook's got him at minus 154. Fliff at minus 185. So it's pulling in all this data for all these different sports books. The score at minus 165, and it's giving you an average of odds as well. So Anders Carlson's average odds on his 1.5 field goals made tonight, there's minus 157.8 juice on the odds. It's also going to tell you the best odds that you could place for taking each prop. So if you're taking the under 1.5 field goals, quite literally, like I just said, I'm pulling in the data for 171 different sports books. Prizepicks is the best possible place that you could place this prop tonight. Anders Carlson. Every single other place that you're going to, you're risking $175 to win $100 on BetMGM. You can lock this prop in a 5-man flex, a 6-man flex, a 2-man, etc. With no juice on Prizepicks. It's going to be a fixed payout structure. So this is the OddsJam Sports Screen. They do also offer an optimizer. I've also partnered with DG Fantasy. These are two resources. I always say, like, people are like, what goes in your process? 1,000 different things. But the bottom line is the more data you have, the more access to data that you have, and the quicker that you can access it, the better. And that is the reason I've partnered with these two apps. So DG Fantasy, the Daily Grind Fantasy optimizer, what this is doing, I've got the field goals made props pulled up. It's pulling in all these sportsbooks apps once again, and it's just calculating those odds to hit based on all these odds, and they're coming up with their own, calculated odds that is going to tell you exactly the value you're getting on Prizepicks. So I can go ahead and refresh this. You can see Anders Carlson, minus 167 now. That's making me a little bit nervous. Does that mean that the other prop got taken off the board? I hope not. No, okay. So, yeah, Anders Carlson looking like a really good prop here. 58.12% chance of hitting is what it's telling us. Minus 145 on DraftKings, minus 165 at Barstool Sportsbook, minus 175 at BetMGM, minus 185 at Fliff. So we're just pulling in all that data. We're calculating the odds of this to hit. And it's looking like a really, really solid play. So once again, this is the optimizer on Daily Grind Fantasy. I will have a link down below in the description and in the comments for a 7-day free trial if you use my link, if you'd like to check it out. If you're more of a hands-on person, would highly recommend you check it out. You're going to be able to go in through it, all the props every single day like I just did in this example. And also OddsJam. So both of these tools have these things to offer. I mean, we're just pulling in the odds, guys, and we're looking at this optimizer is going to disagree with the other one a little bit. It's funny. So you're looking at a 55.89% chance to hit on this optimizer, a 58.12, and all that is just pulling a different sportsbooks odds. So you can see we're basing this off DraftKings and BetMGM here, but that's why I really like this sportsbook screen. You can see all the above on OddsJam. I'll have a free 7-day trial for both down below, but I think you get it. It's just this is the first time I brought it up on the screen, so I wanted to explain exactly my process, exactly what this is supplying you guys with the data. We were just looking at all these sports books. They're spending millions of dollars on these odds every single day, and we're looking to find the best value. And we're getting some really good value on this first pick. Average odds under minus 157.8 pulling in, like I said, I'm pulling in right now 171 selected. I've got every single sports book selected. It's telling us there's some really good value on the under here for the 1.5 field goals for Anders Carlson. So with all that being said, for pick number 1, we're going to the field goals made prop, and we are rocking with Anders Carlson under. Talked about it. We're looking at some really good value. The juice continues to climb. Like earlier in the day, it wasn't even that heavy of juice on this prop, but it just continues to look better and better and better. Sportsbooks telling us there's a really high odds, really good odds that this guy simply doesn't hit 2 or more field goals tonight. He's going to stay at 1 or under. So that is why I'm locking in this prop. I could see it getting taken off the board. So lock this in as soon as you can. For pick number 1, rocking with the under 1.5 field goals made here for Anders Carlson. And then pick number 2, we're going to stick with the same theme. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a different video. We're just looking at some really good value on the odds. On the other side, the Detroit Lions, Riley Patterson. Same story can be kind of said with him. We're looking at the field goal grades on the season for him. on the season for Mr. Patterson. Once again, he is 3 for 3. We're through 3 games. Both these kickers have only attempted 3 field goals apiece. They have been perfect from the field as far as, hitting all of them. But once again, kind of telling us Detroit's simply not kicking a lot of field goals, whether it be they're going forward on 4th down, whether it be their offense just isn't moving the ball. Now, obviously, this is all factored into the odds, etc., but I just want to kind of bring it up and give you guys a visual. Riley Patterson on the other side, we're talking about a very similar story to what we just discussed with Anders Carlson. He is simply just not expected to clear his field goals prop tonight, and we'll break down the odds and exactly what we're looking at as far as him as well. Once again, got the OddsJam Sportsbook screen pulled up. We're getting some live action here as we speak, actually, and it looks like the juice continues to climb on Riley Patterson. We're up to minus 160.4 on the under on Anders Carlson on the Sportsbook screen. We're up to minus 145.8 at average odds for Riley Patterson. You can see this juice in real time changing here. Bet99 has him at minus 145. 10bet has him at minus 145. DraftKings minus 145. BetMGM minus 150. All these sports books are trending towards the under here on Riley Patterson's field goals made. So as we speak during this video, this is becoming an even better prop. Minus 145.8 average juice on the under 1.5 field goals for Riley Patterson. And it looks like the juice is continuing to climb. So if we go back to the fantasy optimizer here on OddsJam, you can see, okay, he's not even listed anymore. I think that's because the data is populating in real time. If we go to the DG grind fantasy, he's not listed as well. So this is why I'm really starting to like this sportsbook screen on OddsJam, honestly, because the optimizers do a great job at times of pulling in the best props, but also at times it's still pulling in so much data, it's not going to be refreshed in real time. These sportsbook screens, you can really see the odds in real time. So the juice continues to climb on the under field goals for Riley Patterson, similar to what we talked about with Anders Carlson. I think both these props could literally get taken off the board. But I just want to give you guys a visual as to how these tools can help you out. Obviously, you can just go visit these sports books as well and look. But the more data you have, the better. And this is pulling in, like I said, over 171. So that's kind of why I've been using this. But pick number 2, once again, we are getting some really, really good value on this Riley Patterson field goal prop. So pick number 2, we will be rocking with the under 1.5 field goals made here for Riley Patterson. Talked about it, guys. A little bit of a different video as far as just finding some value with the sportsbooks lines, some discrepancies. And like I said, both these guys have only kicked 3 total field goals on the entire season through 3 games. So liking these 2 props here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. That's greatly help me out, and I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free all NFL season long. Quick little recap. Going with both field goals made props, guys. Going with the under on Anders Carlson. Going with the under on Riley Patterson. Usually I think my picks are pretty easy to track, but being that we went over a ton of different things in this one, I'll just pull them up once again just to ensure everyone knows. Those are the 2 props that I really do like tonight. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Once again, subscribe if you haven't. Like I said, 74.7% of people that watched last video aren't subscribed. It really does help me out. I'll continue to help you guys out. If all of this stuff that I was talking about seemed like a lot, you're not much of a hands-on person, I would recommend the KJK DFS VIP member package. That is linked below in the description. If you're someone that's really hands-on, like I said, those 2 tools that I discussed in this video, the DG Grind Fantasy Optimizer, OddsJam as well has a Fantasy Optimizer, the Sportsbook screen. Would highly recommend you check those out, and you can get a 7-day free trial. I'll link those down below in the description and in the comments. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your Prizepicks NFL player props for this Week 4 Thursday Night Football slate. We will see you in the next one.